Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm back with another K-drama to see have you already seen it, and if not, is this something that you would check out? So before we get into this video, you already know the drill. Like this video, follow me for more, and share this with someone you know that would be into K-dramas and would potentially check it out. So let's get started. The name of today's K-drama is called Love Next Door. This series revolves around two characters. The first is the female lead. Her name is Bae and she has always been top of her class, and she's always aced every test, got into the best universities, was able to go out of the country to study and also work for one of the top companies in the United States. And that company is seen to be known globally. And the name of the company is Grape, something like that. And ultimately, something happens. And after I don't know how many years of her being away, she comes back to Korea. Now, upon returning, we see her with like luggage and everything. And she happens to run into her childhood friend or the boy who lives next door. And his name is Chae Sung-yo. Chae Sung-yo, on the other hand, he has always lived next door to our main female lead since he was approximately 6 or 7 years old, when his parents essentially dropped him off at the lady next door's house to raise him. Now, it seems that his mom is a government official or an ambassador of some sorts, and she's often traveling for a year or two at a time. And so, like, we kind of see from the first episode that he kind of has more of a close relationship with Bisonyo's mom as opposed to with his own mom. Upon running into each other, our main female lead essentially asks him, "Hey, can you kind of like hide me in this box and don't let my family know that it's me here?" And he's just like, "Well, why are you hiding?" And she's just like, "Just do it." So, upon stashing her in a cardboard box that I guess he was supposed to get rid of, her family is kind of like, "Hey, like, what are you doing here? Like, what's going on? Oh, is this your building now?" They're assessing and asking all the questions and everything. Eventually, after some time, her family ends up leaving. And when they're leaving, she comes out of the box and he and her are talking to each other, and I think they're like walking or running or something along the lines, when they kind of run into her family, and her family is shocked. Now, upon running into her family, unbeknownst to them that she was going to be in Korea to begin with, a big scene takes place where her mom is essentially like beating on her in the middle of the street because her mom is just like, "How are you so inconsiderate? You didn't even think to tell me, your mom, that you were going to be here." Now, when they get inside, they're essentially trying to figure out, like, like, what's going on with your life? Like, why are you here? Like, what happened? And the mom says, "You know what? I'll just reach out to your fiance." This is when we then learn that, yeah, she was engaged and scheduled to be married, and something seems to have happened. Now, when they're showing like a flashback of what happened, it appears that her fiance may have cheated on her. And anytime they ask, what's going on, she has like this pained look and she tries to dodge the question. It's a consistent thing. So, then she kind of has to come out and tell her parents that, she is currently unemployed. So now her entire family, they're so confused because she was their star child. She was always top of her class, always top for like testing and everything and then some. And now she's back home, no man, and unemployed. And now rumors are spreading around their very small town. Hey, like, how this woman used to brag about her daughter all the time. Now look at how low she's fallen because her daughter is back with nothing to show for it. Now we do kind of get a glimpse and see that the boy next door, he kind of seems to have a crush on our main female lead. And he also tends to have like this closeness with that family anyway. And so he's trying to find out from her, like, "Hey, like, why are you here? Like, what's going on?" And she's kind of keeping quiet, like, mum's the word, and she can't disclose, why she's back. Um, so like all in all, as you're watching the show, we kind of like uncover that, the main male lead, his family isn't as perfect as it seems, even though they have more money than the girl next door's family. They are struggling. They don't really seem to be that close. They don't really seem to talk to each other nor share meals with each other. And then for the girl next door, her family is extremely tight. I would really describe it as, I don't know, they're really close. They don't have a lot in terms of like finances, but you can see that the love is in abundance in that household. Ultimately, everyone around her is trying to figure out, like, why did you come back? What happened with your fiance that you left? And as the storyline progresses, we kind of find out what happens to her. And that's when I would say a lot of characters in the story kind of like open up and they get more vulnerable. The only thing about this K drama, I would say, because typically I try to avoid saying certain words, I feel like they dragged out certain situations in this K drama that probably didn't need to be dragged out until that many episodes. Um, I understand, she's going through everything that she's going through. He's going through everything that he's going through. But I feel like a lot of the situation could have been changed, and the storyline could have been better if they didn't drag out the reason for the main female lead coming back. So this is definitely like one of those K dramas that you just have to come back and let me know how you felt about it if you've already seen it. And if you haven't, definitely let me know if this is something that you would check out. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, thanks. Bye.